another INFJ ramble. I was going to touch on bringing all the pieces back together. What do I mean by that? Okay, so if you think about it, as we navigate through life, we've been fragmenting ourselves. And in my previous videos, I talk about becoming a more holistic human being, right? And what do I mean by that? A holistic human being. So for most of our lives, I feel like we are fragmented. We are split into an array of pieces. You know what I mean? We split ourselves. We fragment ourselves, and we divide ourselves and our time and our energy amongst various things. It could be you fragment yourself amongst different people when you socialize, whether that be familial or acquaintances, colleagues, friends, people you meet. You're constantly giving your energy and your attention away, right? And this also pertains to a lot of things that we consume. And why do we consume? We consume because we are codependent. We are codependent on an array of things, whether it be social connections, whether it be media, the things we consume on TV, on the internet, on a bunch of stuff. We also fragment ourselves with food and hobbies and endeavors, you know what I mean? Whether it be I don't know, striving to be or become or attain something. That is not a fully well thought through thought. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, we're constantly fragmenting ourselves, giving pieces of ourselves away. And I think it's about bringing it back to yourself, to become a more holistic human being, knowing that everything that you need is already inside of you, and you don't really need anything outside of you. There's people who have attained higher levels of mastery, and they're like breatharians. I know that sounds like a really far out concept, because people, you know, we've been conditioned to believe in things that have limits, when in actuality life and creation is limitless. So if you can tap into that and access that, then you know what I mean, you become less dependent on external sources. You stop fragmenting yourself and giving yourself away to all these different distractions, because that's what they are, distractions. And then you bring it back to yourself. You become a holistic human being, and then you can move through life graciously. I don't know if I elaborated enough for you to understand. It's just like a idea or concept that's been floating around in my head. Yeah. And then I think, like, because we've fragmented ourselves and because we become so codependent on external things, you know, we never feel satiated. You know, that void within ourselves is never satisfied, because nothing in this world lasts forever, you know. And then we get disappointed and frustrated, and I guess that's part of the process. Maybe you need to get disappointed and frustrated enough to finally realize the madness of the fragmentation process, and then you just kind of like sit back and think, okay, all this time I've been doing it wrong. Well, it's not really wrong, it's just like a progression, right? But all this time I've been doing these things, and they're never satisfying, and I still feel empty, and I still feel fragmented. How can I become more whole? And that's when you start bringing the energy back, putting yourself together, bringing the pieces back, and then you won't be so codependent on anything or anyone. And when something presents itself to you, you can enjoy it when it comes, and then when it leaves, you can let it leave, you know, instead of trying to hold on to it to fill a part of you, or that's, you know what I mean, that you've pretty much given away. You've given it away. So we're fragmented, and it's all about bringing the pieces back together to become a more holistic human being. And that is the gist of this recording. If you learned something cool, if you didn't learn anything cool, I mean, and then we give so much of ourselves away, and it's not even, you could give parts of yourself away physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's all energy, right? Your thoughts, where do your thoughts wander? Do they wander to a particular thing? Do they wander to a particular person? You know, and if it's not being reciprocated, you know, then it's probably something that you need to like really consider whether it's worthwhile to invest in, you know what I mean? When you could be investing that energy back into yourself. You know that, I don't know, there's a saying about like your cup overflowing. Your cup can't overflow if you keep giving parts of yourself away. You have to reconstruct the cup, fill it up, and then it can overflow. But it can never overflow if you're constantly fragmented and you don't even have a cup, or you have a cup that's empty. Anyways, blessings to one and all, and have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.